Thank you for watching Seeking Real Estate, where we talk about all things real estate. I'm your host, Ezra Clark, and in this video, we're going to answer the question, did I miss out on all the opportunities? I'm here to tell you, no, you didn't. And if you want to know why, stay tuned. Right now, new home construction builders are offering incentive programs that are crazy. One, I'll just tell you, I had a client just sign a deal with a new home construction and he got $36,000 in incentives. But without further ado, let's dive in. So what I've done here is I've selected a few home builders that I found some really good incentives on that we're going to go through. So first, we're going to talk about D.R. Horton. This is D.R. Horton's page. And we're going to talk about the incentive programs that they have right now. And I'm just kind of showing you some of the pictures and stuff so you don't have to stare at my face the whole time. So D.R. Horton is offering, this is the one that I got my client for $36,000 in incentives. And just keep in mind, these incentives are not going to stay. They're not going to last. I know some of these incentives end in a week, which really put me behind on this video. And then some of them are going to end in September because it's the end of the fiscal year for that company. And some of these incentives are only for certain areas. So I don't have every detail of it. It would be impossible. It would take me a month of research and I can't do that. And I wasn't getting great response from some of the agents. So I don't even have those builders on here. But first, D.R. Horton, they are offering $15,000 in some of the areas. They're offering $15,000 off the sticker, $10,000 in flex spend, and $10,000 in closing cost. This is how I got my client $36,000 in incentives towards his new home. We took the $15,000 off the sticker, and then we took some of the flex spend. We took $6,000 of this flex spend and put it towards the sticker. So we capped out because for this particular one, they only allowed $21,000 off the home. And then we took the rest of it and put it towards, with their $10,000 towards closing, we put the rest of the flex spend towards closing. So he's paying zero closing cost, and his deal was for 4.99 interest. Crazy. That was all from D.R. Horton. But we're not going to dive too deep into all this. I'm just telling you some of the incentive programs out there and that you did not miss opportunities here. There's still, I believe this will be one of the last opportunities for a good while for anybody that's looking to buy or to move into a home and get out of renting. It makes so much sense to get out of renting right now. All right, so the next person that we're looking at is Del Webb. Del Webb is offering $10,000 for closing in a locked-in rate. I couldn't get the specifics on the locked-in rate. It was kind of hard to find on the website, but here it is, 3.875 and 4.66 APR for the first 7 years on quick move-in. See offer details, and then it's just like a lot of reading, and I'm not going to do that. So anyway, that's pretty good. So you can get $10,000 towards closing in a locked-in rate. As I mentioned locked-in rate throughout this video, what I am saying is, say you're going to build a new home. You say, we want this plan, we want this lot, we want design. Basically what they'll do is they'll lock in your rate right there. I've seen it to where it's almost up to a full year on a locked-in rate. The Fed just announced that within this next 3 weeks, or probably I think it's next 2 weeks, the interest rates are going up if it hasn't already. I didn't look on my website to see if the interest rates have already gone up, but it's going to put us in the mid-sixes almost. They said they're going to raise it like 0.75%, which we were at 5.5 or something like that. So we're going to be in the 6% at this point. So 4.99 is amazing right now. And even some of them can get you even lower, which is crazy. It's not as good as it was before, but you can still get in on the low interest rates. And these builders are giving you the money to buy down the rate. I will say there is a catch to it. You have to use their lender, but what does it matter? You're saving money, so who cares? Save the money. Get the lowest interest rate right now. We also compared it to some of the greatest banks out there for my client. We compared it to some of the ones that offer the most competitive rates. Couldn't touch it for the deal that he just got for the 4.99. So now we're looking at, and it was an extensive amount of money that he was going to need to buy it down. So anyway, what we're looking at, the next one we're going to look at is Dream Finders. So this was Del Webb, and I'll just kind of go through the house so you can kind of see some of the design that they have. Okay, so we're going to look at Dream Finders. So Dream Finders, when I was looking for with my client just recently, they have right now in Silverleaf, they have townhomes that they're offering because great incentives on, because they're not going to build that model anymore, and they're trying to sell those models out. I can't remember the specific deals on that, but I can tell you right now they're paying closing costs or a rate buy down, and they're open to offers. So if you get like an offer from the DR Horton where it has a 36,000 with incentives, you can bring it to Dream Finders and they'll try to compete with that. Also, they just had a $20,000 flex spin, and I was trying to find out where they still had it in the neighborhoods, and I hit a couple, and then I was like, you know what, I'm just going to mention it that they've had it and that they're open to offers. So this means you can still finagle with the price with them. So what we're talking about here is straight equity to your house. Anything that you're putting down, you're putting equity in your house right from the rip. And some of them are even like D.R. Horton was specifically paying you money to put into equity into your house, but they're not the only ones. I'll show you what's going on. So Dream Finders, great home. I live in a Dream Finders home. This is a Dream Finders home. I love it. And here's just a couple of looks for their floor plans. They have way more, but like I said, that's not what this video is about. We're just talking about incentives. So the next one we're going to cover is ICI homes. And ICI homes offer 3% cash back towards closing or buy down rate. So everybody is offering, that we're covering so far that I've seen, is offering a great interest rate compared to what's out there in the market, because they have their own lenders. And I'm sure there's other incentives for other subdivisions and things like that when you start getting into the specific subdivision, or if you're choosing one of their townhomes versus a home and how much it is. If it's $500,000 home, $600,000 home, what's the incentives to sell that? So there are other incentives out here. I'm just telling you what I ran across over the past 3 days of research. Like I said, I couldn't hit every subdivision. And we're going to go to Lennar. Okay, so this is one that I have pulled up, and I'll back out here real quick. Lennar is offering limited time incentives on select move-in ready homes, but what they have, so for this particular home right here, you can see there's no closing costs already from the rip. So on a house like this, you're looking at almost $17,000 in closing costs, or right around it, more, give or take $1,000. So no closing costs. So that's 15 grand right back to you that doesn't come out of your pocket. And then if you look at the sticker price already, they've taken $38,000 off that sticker price. So you're already in $50,000 plus of incentives for this particular home. Now, I know they have other incentive programs going, but I ran across this one. I was like, done deal. 50,000 incentives. I don't need to dig any further. So anyway, that's what Lennar's offering right now, and they have the move-in ready incentives going, and no closing costs and / sticker prices. It's crazy. And then Richmond American Homes. So Richmond American Homes, they have. Let me close this out. And remember, on all these homes, these home builders pay for the agent. So get in touch with me, or if you have an agent, get in touch with your agent. Let them work on your behalf. It doesn't cost you money at all. So with Richmond Homes, they have a 3.875, 4.911 interest rate, fixed 30 years. That's not the only incentive that they're running. They are like loaded with incentives. It's crazy. So, but you would have to see what area you want to live and whatever, to kind of dig in and find the house that you want to see what incentive programs they're actually running for that stuff. But right now, this is what they're advertising on their website: 3.875, 4.99 APR, extended lock rate. So this is what I'm talking about. They will lock in your rate if you're building a home with them for 345 days. Like I said, the feds are raising the rates. So 345 days, you can get the low interest rate. So if you think you missed out, you have not. On new homes. So right now, the market is new homes. And then they have move-in special packages. I'm not going to dig into all the other things. I do want to show you something that's pretty cool. This is like a little detour, so stay with me. Look at this. They have a ultra garage. So this is for RVs. Like, look at that. That's crazy. My wife wants an RV. We would love to have this. Anyway, it was kind of cool. So the last but not least is Drees. They weren't. I didn't find anything super tremendous on this, but they are also offering the buy down for it, and then the lock rate. for 270 days, which is still pretty. It's still pretty crazy. That's a long way to lock in a rate. But anyways, so this is what I have for my reviews, and you can see one of their homes right here. You know, they're all nice homes. Everything we were looking at are nice homes. Like, I couldn't tell you if I was looking at this specific home, I couldn't tell you who this builder was if I wasn't on their website. You know, they're all kind of going to this slanted column style with the stone in the front with a concrete board. Now, I will say all these builders that I've seen have switched to the concrete board, which is awesome. That's like a 30, 40-year siding. It's ridiculous. And those shaker shingles at the top, those are concrete as well. So you're getting a really good solid home from these builders with buy downs and crazy incentives. If you were thinking it wasn't the time for you, you're crazy. It is the time. Even if you have a home and you wanted to cash out on your equity and you basically take that equity, find another home, buy down your debt that you have as a debt buy down move for yourself, it's not costing any, like through these builders, it's not costing you anything for your closing. So you don't have to worry about that. And they're giving in major incentives for you to get in these homes that are giving you equity from the rip, plus the equity you took out of your old house, putting it down. You're buying your debt way down. Anyway, that's just a thought. If you guys are interested, you want to make a move on this, like I said, these incentive programs are not lasting. If you want to make a move on this, I'm going to leave my contact information down below. You can reach out. I'm probably going to pull the video after December, this video after December, because I believe the incentives will be gone at that point. I will keep my ear to the ground on that and stay in touch with these agents and find out how long they're running the incentives or what they're switching to, and then I'll do an update video, maybe just a short. So anyway, if you like this content, you found it helpful, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below and I will respond to them as quick as I can. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope this helped, and enjoy the rest of your day.